Welcome to the Cave Gamer. I'm Ramman, your host, and we're going to do a tech review of the Tesoro Lobera G5NL fully illuminated gaming keyboard. This is a gaming keyboard from a company called Tesoro. They're a small company, newly established company, based somewhere over in California or something. I gave them a call back not too long ago after I purchased it, so actually about a month ago then or more, just to ask them some questions. They answered the phone like they're answering their house phone, so they're not quite as what you expect from a company who's selling $130 plus keyboard. Now the Lobera keyboard is a mechanical keyboard. It uses the Kale keys and not the Cherry MX keys. Don't quote me on the correct pronunciation of Kale, but this one has the Kale Brown keys, which is supposed to be comparable to the Cherry MX Brown keys. The difference between the two is that these keys require slightly more pressure to fully engage them. As you can see, the keyboard is fully backlit. It's fully customizable. You can customize all of the keys except the F row. All of the keys except the F row. But you can use the F7. That is because the other keys have a function mode to them, and that's the way they programmed it. So you can use the F7, customize that, customize all the other keys except the other F keys, except with the exception, like I said, to the F7 keys. This is built out of a sturdy plastic, very sturdy. It's very hefty. You're not going to feel like you got ripped off with this. It does have the gold input, as well as in the back, as you can see here in this video. In the back of it, you have your two USB ports. You got your power port, headphone jack, and mic jack. Now that's what I have plugged in there in that order. On the far left there, you can see I left the mic jack open. I left the mic jack open because when using the mic jack, you get this high-pitched squeal over the mic because the mic is too close to the power, and it's creating that feedback that you get. So whenever I speak, I'm getting a high-pitched, you're getting a high-pitched squeal from my mic, which you just can't have. It's just unnecessary. A simple thing would just be to move it over more or do whatever. You do get one extra USB port, mainly because the keyboard takes one into the back of the computer, and you're actually plugging another one into the back of the computer. So you're taking the one from the back of the computer and you're putting two into the back of your keyboard. It gives you one extra slot. It's not that great. I usually end up using a USB hub anyway, because apparently everything needs to be USB, which I think is a bad idea, but that's for another tangent. Now, continue with this video. The keyboard itself has 5 customizable profile and 1 PC mode. PC mode cannot change, will not change, just deal with it. The one thing you can do with the PC mode is change the illumination sets, and I call them illumination sets because I don't know whatever else to call them. You can change from having just certain keys lit to the full keyboard lit, or certain levels of the illumination, which are preset in the keyboard. You cannot select which keys you want to light up. Also, with the PC mode, the backlight is color. The backlight color is purple, and the side light colors are purple. That's just what it is, and there's nothing anyone can do about it, apparently. I tried to change it. I was messing around with it, pulling up the software, which I'll pull up now, and just trying to get various things to work. You do have over here this, which I'm in PC mode, so I can't click on it as I tap my mouse repeatedly. And you jump over to this. This right here actually changes your color set, so you can change it to whatever corresponding color you want, so you can recognize, like, okay, I'm in this game, or this keyboard is set up for that game. Back out of that. Fully customizable, like I said, all the keys except the F row, with the exception of the F7 key. You can customize the F7 key. When you do have keys set up and you use your profile, switch over to that, it does tell you what keys you have programmed. It tells you how much space you have left with this profile to customize. You can change any one of the customizable keys around to anything that you want. You can even have your key command being brought up, like this key right here opens up Guild Wars 2, or you can set up to open up any software you want, as well as set macros for your keys. That way you can hit a button and tell all the noobs how awesome you own them with your Lobera Wolfslayer legendary sword. And that's the other thing about the Tesoro company. They named all of their keyboards after legendary swords. The Lobera was a legendary sword, Wolfslayer, by some priest somewhere doing something. I don't know why he's killing wolves, but hey, he did it, and I've never heard of it. So it's one of the more famous legendary swords that I've never heard of, right up there with all of the other legendary swords that I've heard of, apparently. The software, I don't like it. I gotta call it like I see it. It's shoddy at best. I mean, I barely figured out how to change the color of it by randomly clicking on parts of the screen. I didn't even know that was a button. I thought it was just a graphic, especially when you're in PC mode, how it just doesn't work. But, you know, so I thought it was just happened to be a graphic. There's no indication that you would need to click this. There's nothing there telling you this. But hey, you know, they need to add something there and just bring it in, polish the software more so you will want to use it. But altogether, it is a solid keyboard. Like I said, it's fully illuminated. You got your 5 profiles. You got your record function button, so you can record, type in something, hit your macro, and it'll save that macro for you. It's got your side lights that you can see there can be changed to a different color than what your keys are. You can change your keys to basically any color on that spectrum that you see. You can't individually change the keys color or individually light the keys, but that's not a big issue when it comes right down to it. So altogether, I would give this 4 stars. 4 stars. It could have got a 4.5 if that mic input worked, but it doesn't. So I can't give it 4.5 stars. Altogether, I would say if you're looking for a gaming keyboard and you're okay with the minor issues that this one have, I will go out and get it. $130. It's a solid keyboard. It's sturdy. You're not going to be afraid of breaking it when you get angry and you smash the keys. All right, that was my tech review for the Tesoro Lobera G5NL fully illuminated gaming keyboard. If you like this video, hit like, throw comments in the comment section below. If you don't like it, pass it on to someone else so they can. Thank you for watching. This has been the Cave Gamer with Ram Man. Later.